Goodwill says, yes, you can, and let me show you how you can do that.
October 2018, I came to Jackson for treatment for opioid addiction. And so I moved to Jackson for that and stayed in treatment 3 months. And they told me that I needed to change my people, places, and things.
I was going through some terrible times in life, and I had just become a victim of renter's fraud. So at the time, I became homeless. And it really derailed me.
I was looking for a job after my daughter had graduated high school. I would get interviews, but I never could get past the interview.
I have a son, Nick, who works for Goodwill Industries. For his summer year, for senior summer year, there was a program that was offered to come work for Goodwill. He loved it, and he would always say, I'm going to work at Goodwill.
One of the great things about what we do at Goodwill Industries of Mississippi is we help prepare people for employment, and we help prepare them for relevant employment. We have the opportunity to tailor our training and development plans for what the community needs.
Goodwill does so much more than just have a box store set up. They are actually turning people back out into society, into the community, and playing a huge role in economic development by giving people life skills, maybe computer skills that they didn't have, retail skills that they did not have, customer service skills that they didn't have, and that they would not be able to get if they were not employed at Goodwill.
When I got to Goodwill, I started as a production assistant hanging clothes in the back, which I did for about 6 months. We got a new manager. She saw something in me and promoted me to shift supervisor, and then I was able to grow in that position and thrive, and then she promoted me to assistant manager.
I called up my VR counselor. I said, I need some help finding a job. I have a degree in business management and I can't find a job. So she said, well, give me 2 weeks and I'll call you back. So in about 2 weeks, she called me back and she said, would you mind working at Goodwill? Not at all, I'll work. Where do you want me to work? When can I start?
I come with determination and perseverance, and I was just ready to jump on the boat and get going. And I did so. I became assistant manager in training, and I'm loving it. I am loving it.
Well, we went ahead and went through the Mississippi Department of Rehabilitation. And the first thing we came in for our interview, they asked him, what do you want to do? And he said, I want to work for Goodwill. And so she got on the phone like that, right that moment. And there were 2 stores and that needed someone. And he said, well, which one needs me the most?
By you giving that donation, you give a chance for people with barriers in life to have jobs, because you, by donating that, you're creating a job for somebody to process that, put it out on the floor, and for us to make money to do that all over again.
Over the last couple of years, we've expanded our services, and we've got virtual reality interviewing, virtual reality career exploration, and 15 different digital skills training classes to help people to learn the skills that they need to enter the workforce or to move up in the workforce. We have a nationally recognized customer service certification class that is free to the public as well. And we're looking at how we can expand other services to touch as many lives as we can and help people get to that next level of employment.
This is Goodwill, and they make the most of what they have, the most of their resources, the most of their donations, the most of their sponsorship.
You can take what you've learned, your abilities from Goodwill, and you can pass it through your next adventure, through your next endeavor, whatever it is. But you'll know that Goodwill instill the ability for you to do that. I thank God every day for Goodwill. I really do, because They brought me out of a place that I thought I would never come out of.
Goodwill was a perfect spot for me because they showed belief in me before I believed in myself.
I love Goodwill. I love Goodwill. They gave me a chance when nobody else would.
Goodwill is not just about helping somebody find a job, it's about helping them find a career. The foundation of our workforce development program is our relationship with the Mississippi Department of Rehabilitation Services. We've had a contract with them for over 65 years, providing vocational evaluation and training to individuals with disabilities. We have also now tried to include reentry individuals and anybody who needs help. But it could also be for anybody who just wants to step up to that next level. We have a digital skills computer training program. This program offers digital skills training on 15 courses. They get a certificate for each class. They can take as many of those classes as they want or as few. The good thing about that is that each of those certificates can be placed on a resume when they're ready to get a job. We have a training in customer service, which is a national certification in customer service skills. Individuals come in to an intensive training program that is done here in-house. They go through classroom activities, instruction, simulations, role-playing, everything that's needed in order to get a national certification in customer service skills. We talked to employers. Employers thought that that was a very needed skill set that was missing with individuals that they were hiring. We've had individuals who have searched for jobs and been unable to be hired, finish this program, and within a week walk in with their certificate and get a job on the spot. It gives them a leg up, an advantage when it comes to those businesses recognizing that credential and putting them above some other applicants. We have virtual reality interview training, and this was done through a grant from Goodwill Industries International. What it does is a person puts on the headset and they are sitting in a room with an individual being interviewed. And so you go through the process. At the end, there's a coaching mechanism where if there was something that you could have answered better or something that you need to prep for in order to be prepared for an interview, then that coaching allows us to better prepare that person to be interviewed. It was originally designed for people coming out of the prison system, that reentry folks, to help them answer those tough questions about why is there a gap in your resume and what am I going to find when I run a background check. That has been great training, and when we've trained those folks, those individuals, they have come back and said, I was more prepared for the interview. I was able to get the job because of this. But what we've also found is it helps everybody. Anybody that has put that headset on and gone through it feels better prepared for an interview than they did beforehand. Something that we're very, very proud of is we have a virtual reality career exploration program. It has over 160 simulations of different jobs. This is a virtual reality headset. You put it on. If you think you want to be a mechanic, you change the oil in the car. If you like it, then you can do the brakes and the battery and other things. But you can also go over and try your hand at welding. And would I rather do welding? It goes through warehousing and storage, automotive, aviation, diesel, culinary. It will even teach somebody to cook. We want to help people figure out a career path while they're here. I can go out and find you a job, but if I find you a career, you will get up every day and you will go and you will enjoy working. The great thing about this job is when those people come back and they tell you about the job they've gotten, and they're so proud. They're proud of where they are now and what they're doing, and it makes you want to get up in the morning and come back to this job.
The associate greets the customer, offers them a receipt, and assists with the donation. Donations are sorted and divided into categories. Everything starts with the donation. The donation process is the engine that drives every program we offer. Last year, over 124,000 individual donations came into Goodwill Industries of Mississippi locations. Donations are inspected closely for quality. Only about 20% of items make the cut. We use a sophisticated system to ensure that our retail merchandise is priced fairly. It's also accessible for associates who have visual and literacy challenges. Items are kept on the retail floor for no more than 4 weeks, ensuring our customers are constantly provided with fresh, quality merchandise to shop. Any items remaining after 3 weeks are automatically reduced to 50% off. Our goal is to place the right merchandise in the right place at the right price. Customer service plus retail psychology equals success. About 70% of the merchandise we sell is sold within the first 72 hours it's on the floor. In total, 10% of donated items make it to our retail registers. The other 90% goes into other revenue streams, including our outlet stores and to salvage, where it's sold by the pound. Revenue is maximized and waste is minimized. Over 40% of our revenue is generated through donated clothing. We strive to delight our customers with high-quality merchandise, excellent service, and a pristine shopping environment. Thank you for shopping at Goodwill Industries of Mississippi.
Our mission is to help people with disabilities and other barriers obtain employment. How we do that can vary significantly depending on the individuals that come to us. Within our mission statement, other barriers could be anything from being incarcerated, being out of the workforce for a period of time, or just not having the education in the areas that are needed. So Goodwill has the ability to help with all of those things. When people hear the word Goodwill, I want them to think of the services that we provide. I don't want them to think of us as a thrift store, because we're so much more than a store. We are community members helping other community members grow and have a better life, and that's what Goodwill Industries is about.